sure you do.
Hello.
Yes.
Sushi? Can you come out?
This is Sushi Staples, accused of concealing the death of her own 10-year-old son, Zion, for 7 months. It started in December 2022, when Zion died from a gunshot wound inside their Rock Island, Illinois home. Then Sushi moved his body to a garbage can in the garage and left it there for 7 months, while she collected his government benefits and told people he didn't exist.
I don't want to scare my kids. Can we just calm
These
down?
officers are going to walk in there with you, and I got a copy of the warrant right here for you, hon.
Can I see the warrant, please? And I can call my
Once we get
lawyer.
everything secured here.
Can I see the warrant before we walk any further? I'm calm.
We have a valid search warrant, so
I understand, but you haven't let me see it yet, and you're walking through my
we're in
house.
it's right here. You don't run how we
Yeah,
do.
you don't.
I'm-
Yeah,
I'm-
you're not in control of this.
Okay. I'm trying to see. You all?
So I need your phone too.
My phone. That's not my phone.
Well, that's phone
Hold
taking.
on to that. So
Okay.
which rooms are your kids in?
Obviously not.
They're upstairs. I am very cooperative. I'm not fighting
You're fine.
anybody.
You're fine. You're
I'm
fine.
just look. I'm
Tina?
scared. My kids
Mind
are
going
here.
upstairs and checking.
My kids are here. I'm just trying to. I don't want my kids.
Are there any adults here, ma'am? Ma'am, are there any adults here?
No.
I need to know for safety.
She's asking yes.
Huh?
For safety reasons, I'm going up there with the kids. Are there any adults up there?
No. It's for the girls. Look. I'm shaking. Okay.
We get it.
My kids are here.
Sure.
Can we just calm down?
Yep. We just got to make sure that for our safety, because
We can't let you
you
wander
don't know
the
me, I
house.
don't
I'm
know
not
you.
wondering. I'm in
So
one
we want to
spot.
make sure that the house is safe, and then we'll go from there. Okay.
Here you go, dear. Sure. She was asking about medication. Okay.
Because my heart is you guys are here. My kids are upstairs. I'm separated from them, and I'm like my heart is just
They're fine.
pounding through the
I
roof.
totally understand. Can I get you a glass of water or something? Or would you like one?
There's some I can't even see the cups. My kids were making dinner,
Okay.
so
You got cups in here though? One of these?
yeah, it might be some in the cabinets or something.
I'll get you a glass of water.
All right. Before I talk to you, okay, since we're here for a search warrant, okay,
I don't know what's going
I'm
on.
going to advise you of your rights, and then we can talk, okay? All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer at this time and have him present for questioning or have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be provided for you before questioning. Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know why we're here?
No, I don't. I don't know why you're here.
Okay.
And I'm really scared because my kids are upstairs and I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
can I call my family to tell them to somebody to come?
You're not under
You're not
arrest or
under
anything
arrest.
like that, okay?
Okay.
That's why I'm sitting here talking to
You're
you,
not.
okay?
Okay, I'm scared to death because I don't know what's going on.
And so the reason we're here, okay, is because we're investigating a call that we had, okay? The officers came out and talked to you last night, correct?
Yes.
Okay. We have to handle that real seriously, okay? Because the allegations are that you have a son and that he's deceased and he's here in this house. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Do you have a son named Zion?
No, I don't.
You've never had a son named Zion.
No.
Are you claiming benefits for a kid named Zion?
No. I haven't gotten any benefits for anyone. I just recently went through a situation where a young lady stole my identity and she falsely filed my taxes and my informations and stuff like that. And I've been working with the FBI. I've been working with the IRS. There's been a lot of things popping up, and
Have you had any interactions with DCFS up in Chicago?
I did.
Okay.
False calls that were made.
Okay.
Correct.
One of the calls from 2021, DCFS came out to your residence in Chicago, and there was a Zion Staples there. Along with your 4 daughters, and then another young boy. Who's his father? The reason I'm asking you, okay, is that do you go by Sushi Pikes? Is that another maiden name?
Yes.
Okay. See, this is the paperwork from,
Can I see who
No,
that
we're not
is?
gonna, it says Dion's sister.
so,
Oh gosh.
you filed for public aid. You got your daughter.
Gotten benefits since I was in Chicago, so I'm not sure. I told you my identity was stolen. My taxes were illegally filed. I went through a whole thing with the IRS. That was not me.
But who is this Zion that was interviewed by DCFS up in Chicago right in the presence of all your other children?
There was no one
Zion
interviewed.
Staples.
No one was interviewed. Where did you say someone named Zion Staples was interviewed?
It was.
Because the call was made about my son Kentrell by his father.
Yes.
It was never
Yeah.
made about a
But they
Zion
talked,
Staples.
they talked.
But when they went there, there
DCFS did a
was.
report.
The only child that they spoke to, because it was regarding him, we had frequent visitors. We had kids in the neighborhood come over. Some of those kids that were implicated were not, in fact, our children. They were there.
So you're saying there was a
attending
kid in your apartment that was not your kid, named Zion.
I didn't say his name was
Staples.
Zion. No.
Well, somewhere here, we've got to clear this up with this Zion
Yes.
Staples.
Yes, and
Benefits, listen to it. Benefits being put in his name that you're receiving from.
I haven't
And
received
then,
any benefits.
and then also involved in this.
I haven't received any benefits. That's what I'm telling you.
Well, it's
Someone
under state-
has stolen my identity. I have proof of that. If you go in my phone, you'll be able to see the messages between me and the FBI agent in Milwaukee. So
But this is separate from that with the DCFS call.
because somebody is obviously claiming benefits and getting
No, no,
probably
no,
getting
no,
food
no, no,
stamps
no.
or something.
But they're
That's
getting
separate.
food stamps for your 4 daughters and Zion.
And I've been having a hard time with that because I can't get any because of that, and I've been working on it.
So is who's your actual son? What's his dad's name?
This is embarrassing. Do I have a right to call my lawyer since I'm not under arrest, or?
Well, we're still talking to you right now, so we're not going to let anybody make any phone calls right now because we're talking right now, okay? Like I said, you're not under arrest. We're just trying to get to the bottom of this, of why these allegations came forward.
Because I have a stalker. I have a stalker.
Who's your stalker?
My ex-husband's girlfriend. She's been posting on Facebook. They have tried to extort me for money. They know I have a pending lawsuit against the Department of Child Services for $11.5 million. They have threatened me. I have tried to go to the courts down here in Rock Island and get a restraining order against them. I have tried to have them served. I have not been able to. He was whooping my ass every day. I fled to Rock Island.
Was an order of protection that was there was an order of protection that was valid that you took out against him, and it was served, but then it was vacated
How?
just back in June.
How was it vacated?
I don't
They
know.
said I wasn't able to serve. They said he
It said
wasn't
it was
able to be
successfully.
served.
It said it was successfully served, and then it said it was vacated. Did you not show up for the second court date?
I had to work that day.
Then that's why it was vacated. It was served for the emergency, and then when
Yeah,
it came
it did.
to when
I
it
had to
came
work
to
that day
when
and
it
he told me I
came
had
to
to come
the
back.
to the big one, you didn't show up, so it was vacated. So
Yeah,
it was
he told me
successful.
he told me I had to come back, and I didn't have time because I worked 2 jobs at Genesis, and I didn't have time to go back there to the courtroom.
Okay, are we gonna find anything in your house that has Zion's name on it? Birth certificate, social security card, or anything like that?
Nope.
And who do you think's making these allegations?
It's this girl. She's been stalking me. I have evidence of all of that stuff.
What's her name?
Her name has several social medias. She has several names. Because they were both antagonizing. She said, I finally got this whole Addie. She put this on Facebook and posted a gun and said that they were on their way to my residence. I have been trying to get away from them. I fled his abuse.
What if I told you that it's not from them?
That girl make up many names. I'm telling you, she's persistent. This is some shit like out of a Lifetime movie. She makes up so many names, has so many pages, so many aliases, okay? So if she said that wasn't her, if she gave you another name, it's her. I don't have enemies, okay? I've never had a problem here in Rock Island. Ever.
Okay. Did you grow up in the system?
I did.
Okay. Can you
Why do you think I'm trying to protect my kids?
Can you think back to a person that you were really close to back then?
Not really. I only keep in contact with a couple of people. That's a cousin of mine that grew up with me in the system.
How about
What are they? No.
you were in
I mean,
a home in Chicago with
in
her?
Chicago, no. I lived in a home in Addison, Illinois.
Yeah, Addison, Illinois.
That's
Was
the
it like
only
Frank,
home.
what was the name of it?
Who?
What was the name of the institution that you were with?
Luther Brook Children's Center.
Okay. Because you.
I don't know who this person is. They had so many cottages. We had 9 buildings. So if there was other children there, if we were in a separate cottage, we did not have a cottage with them.
Who did you message last night after the police came? Who were you messaging with when after the police came last night? Send them a video of the police even being here.
I
was
sent
that?
it to my family member.
Who's that?
Who's my family member?
Was
Like,
Well, because we're seizing your phone, okay?
I understand you're seizing
So-
it, but that's like, I should be able to at least call my lawyer still. I shouldn't be held in my own house and not be able to call my counsel.
Well, are you requesting a lawyer right now? Because if you request a lawyer right now, we're done talking.
And then what? You're gonna arrest me?
I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to search your
we gotta
house.
search his house upside and down. 'Cause somewhere here we need to get to the bottom of this Zion thing.
I can't
And
help
this
it
is
when
coming
people
from
call.
other. This is coming from other people. This is
I
getting
can't
mentioned.
help it
'Cause
when
look,
people
this-
call and make
look-
allegations against me. People do this
Okay.
every day out of spite.
Laterica gave pretty details. She knows you. She knows all your kids.
She if this person gave this information, your question to them should have been, if you knew about this, why are you just now reporting it?
She's reported it a couple times.
Reported it a couple of times.
Back in June, an officer called and talked to you.
And when did she say this supposed to happen?
You tell me.
I'm asking you because she's the one that's making all the reports.
I mean, you haven't given us anything besides that somebody stole your identity.
Because I don't have anything to give you. Are they at the back door or are they at the front door?
I don't know.
Or is that my dog?
That's probably your dog.
Okay, because I don't. You want me to give you something? I don't have anything to give you, sir.
But you're saying you don't know who this girl is, but
I don't. People envy me every day. I have a very successful business in the Quad Cities.
Okay, hear me out though. Right after that officer left last night, you texted this person and was talking shit to him.
What is he taking pictures of now?
Well, we have to take pictures of the whole house,
Okay.
and then we'll search, just to show that we're not like breaking stuff and everything else like
Not
that.
destroying your place.
So you were pissed off that the officers were here, and then you.
I didn't know who it was because I thought it was this girl that found my number again because nobody has my number. So I thought it was her fucking harassing me again. That's why I told the officer last night.
So then who did you text? And
I thought it was Tony. Catch a break from this.
because we have the whole text thread between you two right after the officers left.
It's pretty personal to each other too. Like you guys very well know each other.
But I thought
It's talking about somebody's daughter. It's talking about it's going back and
because
forth.
people are shitty. They say crap about your kids for what?
But you guys know each other. It's not a random just I'm texting a stranger getting mad. It's you two know each other.
You know what? People come after me all the time, and these are the same people I lend my hand to. I've paid for lawyers for people. I've helped people do things. So people envy you all the time. What can you do about it? People purposely want to destroy you. What can I do about that?
Okay, and that could be, but that's where we need to put some explanations to some things
Yes.
here, and especially with this 10-year-old boy.
Okay, she wants to what? Do what to me? Do what?
I don't know. You're the one accusing of that.
These are people that I've helped. Okay,
Who? What people?
who probably 9 times out of 10, anybody in your in your report, I have been a genuine person to. I have helped them. Okay? And if anything is in that text thread, all you can see me saying is, I've never done no wrong to you.
But who was that?
I was so upset last night. I was texting a lot of people because I was upset that the police were here. I was rattled. My kids were disturbed. We didn't get any sleep last night. Can you imagine how many
Well, the
people I
officer was only
texted?
here for like 4 minutes, so.
He was here for 4 minutes, but you know what? That was 4 minutes of my kids seeing this officer ask me these kind of questions, being waken up out of their sleep with Uranus accusations, and me not being able to sleep all night.
But we have a duty to investigate that.
I understand.
And with what was said and the allegations and everything that was going on,
Yes,
I
I
mean,
understand. I understand your position.
I didn't know what I was going to
You know
walk.
what? I wish I'd have let him in last night, dude. But I was exercising my right as a citizen to say you cannot just violate my right because someone makes a crazy call and tell you something. If you guys responded to calls like that all the time, you know how many lawsuits
look
you
at how
would
I'm
have.
looking at it. Okay, we get this call. An officer comes. You said I don't even have a son. You said I don't even have a son, and then I do some digging in this DCFS case where Zion was there and they documented that, and then I go and look on public aid and Zion is you claim him as getting public aid. So you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I see exactly where you're coming from.
So we're here to get to the bottom of this. So
People will look at your life on social media.
do you have anything from the IRS in paperwork here?
I do not have anything from the IRS in paperwork. You know what? I have it on my phone, I believe. No, I don't have it on
why
my
wouldn't
phone.
they send it to you in
What do you
on
mean,
paper?
like as far as what happened with my taxes?
Well,
tax fraud and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I have a tax advocate. I can get all of that information from her because she's the one that was fighting for me with this situation. She sure was. I can get all that information from her.
But the part that we're having a hard time grasping here is with this Zion, because a DCFS worker in Chicago physically talked to Zion at a period of time.
I didn't. There was no one interviewed in my home.
And then now he is on these records for. So you can say fraud that somebody's added a name on that.
Is in your home. People call and make allegations and
DCFS
say
doesn't
people are
come
in your
to
home,
a,
but
they
they
don't
don't
come to a
necessarily
parade in
mean.
your, they don't come to a parade in your house. They're finding out who everybody
But
is.
the call that was made.
Investigator that came out and physically spoke with you investigating this.
But it
And so
involved the
he's
people that
interviewing
you're
all
mentioning
the
to me.
So, because every one of these, every one of your kids has their social security number on here.
It didn't involve the people that you're mentioning. They take pictures of everyone in your household, and I possibly had some visitors. It was probably the summertime.
So
and I had
where would
people
they get
that
the
come
name
over.
Zion
Where would they come up with
Staples?
Zion Staples?
I don't
and
know.
It be your
People
son?
make shit up all the time. People make shit up all the time.
But see, DCFS does not come into your home and say, okay, have the neighbors over and let's do all this personal stuff that affects you and your family in front of all these other people.
They did.
They do it with you.
They did.
And they do it with your family.
They did though. They very much did that.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
And
to
I
us.
got a lawyer. And my lawyer dealt with it. Because that is wrong. And they actually put me down on the list because of this person making false calls. They have something that you have to file within 10 days after someone makes so many calls. They will flag the system to say that these people are making false calls. I've been dealing with it all my life. I've been a ward of the state, but you know what? I'm a woman that I've turned my life around. I'm a nursing student, and I do my best to take care of my kids.
But you're talking about like with the tax stuff. That's if that's true, they got your social security number.
Mm-hmm.
How is every one of your kids' social security numbers on here?
My tax records don't have what you're asking me about. They're not on my taxes.
You don't claim your kids on your taxes?
I claim my kids,
you
but
have to put a social security number down.
But what you're inquiring me about is not on my taxes.
Zion.
It's not on my taxes. It's not on my tax returns.
There's no like cousin,
Huh?
anybody named Zion that you know of?
Yeah, we got cousins in the family
But
named
name-
Zion. Yeah. But we have a long
So-
lineage of Staples too.
Sure.
So
Yeah. And so I know sometimes this is what happens. People will say, "Hey, why don't you claim my kid as living with you so we get a better,
They
and
do
we'll
that.
split it."
they do
And if that
that.
might be something that was happening, then that's something that might have happened. We're not the IRS, okay?
And I ain't trying to get locked
So-
up for fraud either because I didn't commit it.
So is somebody else, I don't know, do you file your own? Do you have somebody prepare them for you?
I have a tax preparer. I
Who's
have
that?
a professional tax preparer.
Do you have any of that paperwork here?
I don't have any paper copies because this is why they're in the storage unit.
What company do you use?
Huh? The public storage unit?
No, for your taxes.
Oh, tax layer.
Okay.
I can get you a copy of that. I have no problem with rendering those tax returns if that's what you want.
We can get them from the IRS as well.
Go
So,
ahead.
I mean, they'll tell
You
us
can
that
get
that's
it.
fine.
Yeah,
I
I'll
mean,
sign a release for it. Where's the paper?
you don't have to sign a release for
Okay.
it. We've already got a warrant to come into your house, honey. We didn't want to have to, but we ended up having to.
That's crazy. If I'd have known that y'all was gonna come like this and embarrass me in the neighborhood, I've been here almost 7 years. I ain't never had a problem with the police. The police has never been here.
No.
Even though my husband is a serial abuser.
Yeah, but
I fled from him. Do you
Ma'am,
know now?
ma'am, listen to
He's
me.
probably
Listen.
gonna get my address now.
Well, what did the officer tell you last night while he was here?
He said because a weird call came through and he wanted to clarify with me what happened. And I explained to him.
But what did he tell you in detail? What did he tell
He
you?
said that he was just gonna flag it as a harassment call.
No, what did he tell you he was here for?
He said,
detail, 'cause I know he told you.
me. He told me that he was here because someone called and made allegations and said I had a son that committed suicide. That's what he said to me. That's what he said to me.
And he said that where could that son possibly be?
He said in the basement. That's what he said.
Okay.
But I exercised my right and told him that
Sure.
I cannot let you in and disrupt my home based
Sure.
off of an
And that is-
allegation.
and Susie, that is 100% your right, and that forces the next hand for us where we got a judge to grant us permission to come in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where that came from. That
Okay.
came there. We went and got
Because
that
that's a very serious allegation.
Because it's a super serious allegation, and you did exercise your right, which is totally fine.
And I'm
to
not
do so.
fighting you all being in
No,
here.
no,
am I?
no, no, no. And that's why we came like this, is because that just makes us go, well, she had nothing to hide. Just kind of a little
I
odd.
wish I would have let him in last night. I promise you I do now that
But
I've
we're
been
still not
embarrassed to
explaining
the
the
whole
reasoning
neighborhood.
why is it?
People are spiteful. Let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
but no. Why is it that state aid is under your name with all your kids and including the Zion?
I haven't even
Are you claiming him for somebody else to get a better return and kicking a little money off the side? Because I really don't care about that. I know it happens all the time.
We need to get this figured
I
out.
just want to make
And
sure
that's
that
but this is what's going to happen here. We're going to end up going on a manhunt looking for some Zion. Because that's because now we got this allegation. That
because
this kid-
in our eyes this kid exists.
Yeah, 100%. And if the kid doesn't exist, the kid doesn't exist. If it's a family member's kid that you're claiming to get a little extra cash, hey, I ain't gonna hold that against you. I understand that. It's a reasoning how people survive. It's tough. You got 4 here. I mean, you get a bigger tax return at the end. You're
I
going to
have
school.
4 children here
Sure.
that I don't get no help with. Okay?
But that's what they're saying. Is somebody else claiming your kids on so they can claim 9 kids and get aid and come here? Is it because the public health is telling us that the aid is under this address, under these kids' names, right?
Yep.
And that there's funds coming in from it. And that's public health. If there's a kid that we can go late, I don't care if it's here, in Indiana, Chicago, whatever, we can send somebody and say, yep, I am Zion Staples and this is
Anybody
my
can do that.
and then
As
another
you
officer,
can see,
another officer.
people
Let me
make
finish.
birth
No. Let me
certificates
finish here.
as
Let me
what I was
finish
trying
here.
to say to you.
Okay? If you are claiming people back and forth amongst family members to get bigger returns, our biggest concern is that we can have somebody with law enforcement say, this is Zion, this is what's going on, and he is fine. Because right now, we have a person that exists, but we can't lay eyes on him, and it's a child. Okay, that's what they're
is
saying.
that noise?
It's just
No,
an
it's the beeping.
So that's what we're looking at. So if this is what's going on, if you have a cousin, a sister, a brother-in-law, a friend, or whatever claiming kids, or you're claiming them on the app and you guys are splitting some extra money, I get that. The biggest concern that we have here is that we need to make sure that this kid is safe. And in the time since the officer was here last night and the time that an officer had called you back in June, that we can say, nope, she's totally clear. There's no body
clearly
here.
being
There's
stalked
nobody
and
here.
harassed. I'm telling you, I have went through every avenue to get away from my husband, the people that he's
This has
sending
nothing
harass.
This has
to
nothing to
do
do with
with
that.
your
We're
husband.
on the Zion is where we're at right now. We need to get this needs to be rationalized. It needs to
I'm
be put
telling you,
out,
that's
and we
where
need to
this
get
is
this cleared
stemming
up.
from.
Did
This,
you-
people are trying to turn my life upside down. They
Sure.
think I have all of this. I don't have anything. I'm a simple person. I
Sure.
work a job to
Get
take
that. We
care of my
understand
kids,
that.
but people
how come
envy
Zion
that.
is coming back to you in your address here through public aid?
Man, this is crazy. I don't know. I think I'm being framed. That's what I think is going on. I'm telling you, y'all not gonna believe me, but I am being framed. I am.
So who's framing it?
I just told you. It's a
Like I
whole-
said, this
it's a whole
came. This
group of cahoots
this
of
didn't
people.
come from anybody involving your husband.
I'm telling you, it's coming from a whole group of people. Okay, they know. I can show you my phone.
Because
I'm suing DZFS
because
for
on your phone,
$11.5
when that officer
million.
left, you were calling because the officer messed up.
Is defending someone that lives in his city against some erroneous accusations, and I'm exercising my right as a citizen. Does that make sense?
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
You said he messed up his.
And you texted her right after the officer
Ask
left.
yourself, what is her motive? Ask yourself, what is her motive?
I don't
now
know.
That you're in my home.
I didn't. When I first got assigned this case, I was like, what the hell is this? And then we did digging with DCFS and public aid and everything else, and stuff starting to line up and everything else. So that's how we were granted a search warrant. Because you already lied to the officer last night saying you didn't have a son when you do have a son.
But he didn't, about the son in question that he asked me about.
You said I do not have a son.
But because he didn't ask me the correct question. The correct question is, the name that he gave me, I cannot acknowledge that. I can only acknowledge who I've given birth to.
You say, I don't have a son named Zion, I have a son named so-and-so, instead of just saying, I don't have a son, because then that's all we have.
Because at that point, what do you think? I was scared. I'm feeling like I'm under, what is going on? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to exercise my right. Do I need a lawyer?
Well, that officer was joking with you and everything else, so it wasn't like you were stressed out.
He was cool, but you got friendly officers and you got officers that play good cop and bad cop.
Absolutely.
So in this situation, in that immediate situation, I have 4 children in my home, and they're my immediate process is to protect them because I don't know what I'm up against. So yes, I did that to protect my children. I had no idea what his motive was coming and what he was coming to do and ask me for or ask me. But the only thing I could think of was because these people have been a persistent issue in my life, harassing me through Facebook. We can go through y'all.
But these people that are harassing you, this person that made the complaint is not one of those people.
Let me tell you something. This girl is jealous. Whoever this is.
You know who it is.
You know who it is. You know who it is.
Let's say this.
You grew up with her.
Okay, let's say this. They know that I'm suing DCFS for $11.5 million, okay?
Okay.
For the last 5 months, I went to work and I have
Birth certificate?
what is that?
It's birth certificate.
For Zion Staples.
Zion Staples.
That's not mine.
Sushi Staples. Child. It's found in your room.
We
along
need
with the Social
to
Security card.
get this
Stop
figured out. Stop
lying.
this.
It's over.
Where's that kid? You need to come clean because we're not going anywhere. This is just, you're just going to dig yourself a bigger grave now. I asked you if there's anything with Zion's name in this house. You said no. So let's start all over, okay? Who is Zion?
Because we're starting with something that we're being told really terrible, and then we're talking about down here with maybe fraud. We don't know. But somewhere along here, we need to get the full thing here and understand what this is. So what is the part of this that this really is? Because you know what they told you last night, and that's something horrible.
That's
But then there's,
horrible.
and then we're talking about, are you getting benefits from a child that doesn't exist but have all this stuff for? We need to know the truth here. It's done. It's over. We're in the middle of this now. We have evidence to show this now.
So let's start over. Who is Zion? Is he your son? I mean, the cat's out of the bag now. I need to
Can
know.
I just get my kids somewhere safe, please?
We need to, here's the thing, hon.
I will go with you where you want to go.
That's-
Just let me call my family. That's it.
We need to
Come
get,
get my kids. That's it.
we need to open up and talk about this.
Oh,
And I know this might be the toughest thing you've ever done, but we have to figure this out now. This is as serious gets, and we need to understand what's going on here. We're too far in now. Okay? Let's take a moment here, let's relax, but we've got to get this discussed and get it out in the open.
I can see. This is eating you up. This is eating you up inside. Okay.
Oh my God.
Who is Zion?
Look, I will talk to you, but can I please just have my family come and get my
Who's
kids?
you have family here?
They're 2.5 hours away, but they can come get my kids, please. And I'll talk to you, okay? And that's my word.
Stay here.
We'll see what we can do. Okay.
Just stay right there.
What you need to ask yourself is, the person that made this call, hypothetically, if they knew that something supposedly happened and waited to report something like that, what would that make them? What would that make them?
A witness.
An accessory after the fact? Because what? They came to you with this allegation and decided they wanted to use it when they got upset?
We're not blaming
listen,
anybody else.
We
Okay.
need to know what happened before we start getting to that point.
Because yeah, we could work stuff out on the back end on that, but I don't know what
We
happened.
don't know what happened until you tell us. And that's the issue.
I just asked for one thing, to get my kids to
Okay,
safety,
and he's
that's it.
he's checking on that. Okay.
Because my kids have nothing to do with this, okay? And I've been in the system, and it would not be fair to them. So I'm just asking for a chance for my kids to go with family. That's it. You can take me all day long
But-
if that's what you want to do.
We're not,
But don't-
that's not, what we want is just to figure out the truth and get this taken care of and dealt with. It's not all about here against you, taking you, arrest you. It's about figuring this situation out.
Because if you think we're just gonna like take your kids or something like that, that's not even what DCFS is gonna do. All right, they would want to place them with family.
They said that to me. They said that same thing to me and separated me from my brothers and sisters. I never saw my mom again. That place raped me repeatedly for 9 years. I have daughters upstairs. I don't ever want them to go through that ever. For Christ's sake, I had my first baby at 15. Because I was raped by people that were supposed to be protecting me in DCFS. Do you think I want that to happen to my kids?
No, nobody
Do
wants
you
that to
want
happen.
do you think I want my kids to be a statistic in the system?
No.
I'm trying to break that. I'm trying to live my life and take care of my kids, improve society. Otherwise, that I'm not a statistic and that I can take care of my children and I can work. I'm a nursing student, for Christ's sake.
So while they're dealing with that, all right, we need to get to the bottom of this. Okay. They're staying here with right now. They're not going anywhere. Okay. So can we just start from the beginning and say what happened?
Captain.
Bye.
Nobody's gonna.
Can you start talking about it?
We just need to know what happened. Was there an accident? Paper towels over there.
This has been weighing on you for a little bit, and you can tell. Let's get it in the open.
You say you care about your kids, right?
I do.
Okay. Well, what happened to Zion?
Speak for him. Speak for him right now.
He needs his closure and his rest, and we need to find him. Can you be strong for him and tell us what happened?
Am I gonna go to jail for fraud?
That's not our decision. You know.
Because I'm gonna take what you tell me, and I'm gonna call a state's attorney.
But the big thing is we need to know what the whole deal is. Okay. I'm gonna tell you. We just gather all the facts and present them, and then what the state's attorney decides is what the state's attorney decides. But we need to know the truth about Zion. What's the deal with that?
I needed some extra help, okay? That was it.
What do you mean by that?
I had a person that makes documents. And it was just really hard, like,
So is Zion a real person?
you know,
Tell me about how you got these documents.
I know a person that makes the documents.
Which documents did you get?
IDs, social security cards, birth certificates, things like that, check stubs. high school diplomas. And they made it for me to have an extra dependent on my income taxes, but I never used it, so I gave it to somebody else to use for theirs, so they can get more money.
Okay, that doesn't add up though, because the benefit's coming to you at this house.
Yeah, so that was the thing. I get the benefits, and they filed the taxes.
That's the split.
That's the split.
So how come DCFS in Chicago lists Zion on
Because that was the documentation that I had. We gave it to public aid, so that's how it was registered. And you know, as you know, DCFS, they have a system when they go into public aid, they are able to see everyone that is listed. And he was on those public aid documents because of the information that I had submitted to them.
So, was there a DCFS investigator at your house?
There was a DCFS investigator at my house, but the only person she saw was my son. My 4 daughters and her boyfriend. The other child that was there was from my ex-husband's side of the family. His name was not Zion.
Did they think that was Zion then, or what?
I have no idea. I believe this just happened because he was listed as a person in my public aid documents, like
in your jacket.
in my jacket. That was it. It never, like, this is not even a like, he was on my documents. So I was scared because I don't want to get the person in trouble that makes the documents. But
Right.
they cut me off, which the girl really did steal my information this time around, but I was receiving benefits in Chicago. But this time around, this girl really did steal all of my information that I had. Because originally he was supposed to be submitted for my tax return, but I did not file him. I passed him along, like, for someone else to file.
Who?
This person. Huh?
Who? You heard me. Who?
Oh.
Who'd you pass it on to?
I passed it on to a friend,
Who? Name.
Byron, but he never filed it because he said he was too scared because the documents weren't real. So he didn't want to get flagged by the IRS. So basically it was my money wasted down the drain.
So you paid for these documents?
I did
How much?
over $500 because they look so legitimate. This person is really good at what they do. They make real IDs. They make everything. Hell, they can give you a whole new identity if you ask for it.
Where are they at?
In Chicago. I haven't had contact with this person in about 4 years. So that was the last time I received any documents from them.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
If we talk to the kids, what are the kids going to say about Zion? Your kids.
They're gonna tell you the same thing. They know who their brothers are. If you want me to dig deeper into my history about how many children I have no problem with that. But you know what? My past, I'll put it behind me. And there's some things that I can't change. But the only thing I can change is now, and me being a better mother to my kids that I have now. I had my first baby at 14 and a half, 15 years old. And I didn't know nothing about being a mother because I didn't have one. Okay? All I knew was this street life.
So when we talk to your kids, are they going to tell you that they had a brother named Zion who's away on vacation? Is that what they're going to tell us? Staying with Grandpa.
What?
So we're going to talk to your kids. We are. There's no way around that. Okay. And when we ask them if they have any brothers, are they going to tell us we have a brother Zion, but he's been gone for 6 months on vacation or anything like that? Because if they do, that's going to put a big damper on this story and make things look really.
No, but I'm gonna ask you this: that my kids have counsel presence.
You don't.
That's not how
that's
that
not
works.
part of it.
But you can't.
Yeah, we
you
can.
can't question my kids
Yes, we can.
without counsel.
Absolutely.
Listen,
absolutely
I think this
we can.
goes a lot deeper than a fraud issue. You've got passages out there in the Bible that are underlying that. I think this goes a little deeper than a fraud issue.
It's passages in the Bible. It's a Bible.
That mentions Zion, and it's underlined. If
It's,
Zion was just a money-making scheme and just a fictitious thing, we wouldn't be worried about
but my
that.
religion has nothing to do with the allegations. I keep that Bible
But I can
verse
tell
open at any-
in your emotion that there's something more here than a fraud issue.
You've been through the system, and you're not going to be bawling and crying like that
for over some theft issue.
over a identity
that's a
theft
theft.
crap.
There's something more here, and we need to get that uncovered. And that's why we're saying, if you're not going to provide it, we are going to talk to the kids too. We need to know what's going on here with this.
What? What's wrong with my? Why is he yelling?
He's
He
not
was
telling.
talking. He was trying to get somebody else.
There's something more going on here. That's why we were here. And I can tell by your emotion that it's more than a theft issue. And we need to unravel that truth of what's going on there. Because, like we said, until we can fully prove and know what's going on, we're going to search till days ends till we uncover and know where this Zion is. And you hold the key to that. And we need to get this figured out. I know you're worried about you and adverse of what comes of all, but
I'm not worried about me. I'm
need
worried
to-
about my children.
we need to
I can fend for myself. They can't. I'm worried about them. I'm worried about my children.
But this was one of your children too. And his soul is not to rest if we don't know what, if it's just like he's erased. He needs to be set
I
free.
can't. There is nobody to set free like you're.
So the kids are going to say that they've never had a brother named Zion in their life. That's been erased from their memories.
Because we're gonna look for birth
What, are they
certificates.
taking my kids out of here? They're taking my kids?
Hey, you told us you would talk to us.
No, I didn't tell you that.
You told us that you would tell us what was going on here.
Mommy,
What
are
you-
you okay?
No, what's going on?
She's trying to take us.
Hang on.
What?
No, 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 no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait.
no, 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 no,
What-
no.
Why are you trying to take my kids out of here?
Because we're gonna talk to them.
But you can't take.
No.
Can I call my lawyer? Do not talk to them without an attorney. Do you understand me?
Don't touch him.
Serenity. Serenity. None of you. Do not speak without an attorney. Do you hear me? Do you understand me, Serenity? Look at me. None of you are to talk to them or answer any questions without an attorney, okay? You understand? Don't answer any questions at all. You understand? You understand? Do not. Instruct Sophia and Olivia to do the same. And A-Marie. Do not talk without an attorney. Because now you all are railroading us.
Railroading anybody. We're trying to figure out what is
You're
going
trying
on.
to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
And I just told you. And you're taking my kids out of my home, something you said you was not going to do.
They're going to a house to be interviewed.
You're taking
He
them
told you we
away
were going
from me.
to. We're not taking them anywhere. We're taking them to go get
Can I
interviewed.
call a lawyer, please?
Do you want a
Can I
lawyer?
call my family. Now I'm feeling like I'm boxed in. I can't even use my phone to call anyone.
We're seizing your phone. If you want a phone number or something out of there, we can get that for you. So if you want an attorney, we can be done with this, and we're just going to keep digging and digging and digging and digging.
And are you gonna bring my kids back in the house?
After they're done interviewed, then DCFS is gonna
my kids without a lawyer though. Like
they're not in trouble.
They're not
I'm
in
not
custody.
there, and you're interviewing
Because
them
you're wanting
without
to
me.
control them.
I'm not controlling them.
That's what you're saying. You're
No, I
saying you
didn't.
want
I
to,
just-
you just sat here and instructed them to not talk or do
You're
anything.
taking them to some unknown place and questioning my kids.
We're not going to question them. There's trained professionals that it's called the Child Advocacy Center. Okay? And a
But
police
you're
officer.
taking them to a center. You just basically came
It's
and
a
searched
house
my
like
house.
a couple miles away from here.
You came and searched my house.
Well, we're not done searching it.
Yeah, with a warrant.
You're interrogating me,
Exactly.
and you are telling me I can't call family and I can't call a lawyer. I can't call a lawyer and let them know you are here. I can't call a lawyer to come here to my house while I'm being questioned by you.
If you want an attorney right now, we can we'll just be done.
We'll be done.
All right.
But the investigation continues.
Okay.
Okay. Go and turn it off for me.
Oh, no. I'm going to jail? What am I going to jail for? What have I done?
You just admitted to fraud.
So now you're going to railroad me on fraud?
Railroad you what? We're trying to figure out where your kid is.
My
You're
kid.
saying that he doesn't
You're
exist.
saying my kid. So now you're trying to railroad me.
Railroad you what? You did
Your
this to
officer
yourself.
just said he didn't. I didn't get any benefits though. I didn't file any IRS returns.
You're in
If you
possession
go
of
look-
false documentation, and you already said that you signed up and have them for financial aid.
But I didn't. That's what I told you. Someone stole my identity.
You said
I
you
told
did it, but
I
then they
told you
claim
I bought the
I'm done.
documents. I
Have a
told
seat.
you I bought
Have
the
a seat.
documents. I told you I bought the documents, but they were never used for me. They were never used for me. I never used them. You don't have any proof that I used anything. That's not proof. Anybody could have done that.
Anybody? You said
Yes.
you said you
My
did it.
identity was stolen. I'm working with the FBI about it.
Keep lying.
That's
I'm
the
done.
truth. That's the truth. I'm working with the FBI about it.
The FBI doesn't handle fraud, so you'd be handling it with the Secret Service.
No, the FBI does handle fraud. When it comes to IRS tax returns and people stealing your identity,
Stay
they
here
do
for a
handle
second, I'll
that.
be right back.
Her name is